Golden Nikki here with a Halo 3 campaign mission, and today I'm going to be doing Tsavo Highway, solo legendary all skulls on. You see all 13 skulls turned on, or SLASO. I did do this mission in a single segment with no deaths, so it does qualify as a true mythic mission. So here we go, starting off.
What happened?
And as we come out of the black screen there, I just move out in this direction.
You can walk. Set your boots on the line.
Alright, I fired my AR there just to make sure that I did have the AR as a primary weapon.
Let's mount up.
Occasionally the BR will be the primary. 'Cause I'm going to be swapping the AR out here in a little while. And I'm waiting for my machine gunner and my passenger to appear, and off we go through the caves. Now I'm not the greatest of drivers, so I've taking my time, being a little careful here. And as we get out towards the cave entries, there's going to be a squad of grunts and shielded jackals that we're just going to drive right through carefully so don't flip the hog. Notice that I was trying to go up on two wheels there. And out to the outside and just haul it. Don't need to engage these guys. My AI Marine buddies are dealing with them. Just follow this path here. Coming up in this little valley, there will be two snipers. We're just going to run right by them. Notice I went left of that turned over hog. That provides a little bit of shielding. Jump the gap, and we come into another valley, and there's going to be some grunts and such in here, and we're just going to run right by them. Okay, now the next valley is really a gauntlet. Now watch the direction I take here. I go right at this big rock, or the edge of the big rock, and then out and back over here, and then when I come up the little hillside there, I totally let go of my accelerator, because if I accelerate up and over that hill, I will flip. Now my shields are down a little bit, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to melee this jackal sniper, grab his beam rifle, now I got full shields back, and off we go to the next encounter. Pardon me if my terminology isn't quite correct. I haven't done Halo 3 in a while. Anyway, we jump out of the hog right here, go in here and grab that grab lift right there. I believe that's what it's called. Make a left turn here and haul it towards the tunnel entrance. And got lucky because that turret's on the right side. It's a real pain in the butt when it's on the left. Go ahead and melee this thing, drop the force field, and off we go. Jump back in the hog, and we're off and running again. When it's on the left side, what I do is I'll run inside and I'll wait until my machine gunner takes out that turret before I come back out. Or before I take out the shield and come back out. Okay, we're going to go across to here. Alright, jump up here, climb the ladder. There's a regeneration field thingy here. I'm going to swap out momentarily my grav lift, engage the regeneration field. I automatically grab the grav lift back, and go ahead and jump back over to the hog. Get Nathan Fillion there out of the driver's seat. That is his voice, by the way. That's Castle on TV, if you don't recognize the name. And the captain on Serenity. Or Firefly. Okay, let's jump the gap here and come up to right about here. My troopers are going to jump out of the hog along with me, and I'm going to deploy the grav lift right there and jump back in the hog, and we're going to use the grav lift to jump the gap. There we go.
Master Chief, finally a good connection.
And pull up here. There's a brute general over there and a couple of grunts firing at those poor Marines, and what I'm going to do is try to take out the brute general, or at least get his shields off. I'm using the beam rifle on him. Sometimes I can headshot him twice and drop his shields totally. Sometimes it takes a little bit more. There we go. Alright, he's going to charge the Marines, and I'll go ahead and take out the grunts. I'll just flip back over to the BR. There we go. There's one grunt down. There's another grunt down. And he's still over there wailing away on the on the Marines. See if I can get a headshot on him. Okay, there. Okay, take care of the brute, and I go up this little hill here. And there's a plasma pistol up here I want. And in the meantime, I got a little bit of ammo left in my beam rifle, so I'm going to try to take out a couple of 3 grunts while I'm up here. Now, sometimes they're right down there by those barrels. But this time, for some reason in this run, they're back a ways. They're on the other side of those pipes. So I'm just going to try to take them out at distance. The Marines are engaging the brutes, which is probably a good thing. Get that one guy out there. Okay. Grunt birthday party really helps when you're trying to see whether or not you take out a grunt at distance. There we go. Alright, let's go get that plasma pistol and head on back down. And now this next little bit's going to be a bit of a rush, if you will. I'm going to rush by a bunch of enemies. Get back in the hog here. Okay. And watch the path that I take. With the grunts gone, this is a lot easier to do. Alright, because they're not throwing grenades at me. Go through these pipes here and just haul it straight out down the dirt road here. I'm getting a little bit of fire from behind, but thanks to tilt, I've got extra shielding on the hog. Okay. Between this falling down thingy and the snipe tower, and then pick my way through here very carefully, and through here. Don't want to flip over like that. Thought I was going to die there, but they didn't quite, or not quite close enough for the Wraith to nail me. Okay, got a couple of brutes up here. See if I can splatter them. There's one. Pin the other one on the corner. And there are a couple of Marines there. And I believe... And I missed him. Let me go back here. I think the Marines took care of him. At least I got his shields off. Yep, I believe the Marines got him. Okay. Yeah, there's the Marine hanging around the bubble shield. Alright. Alright, we're going to jump this gap. And we're going to head under the end of the broken bridge here. If I can ever get there. You notice my shields are sparkling, so I'm in trouble. Alright, now I got 3 wraiths to deal with. I'm not worried about all the enemies down there. I'm not worried about the hog riders, if you will. But each one of these wraiths has a gunner. So my first job is to take the gunner out on wraith number 1. Sometimes it takes 2 shots. Oh, I got him on the first one. Okay, I dropped his armor on the first one. Alright. So taking care of the gunner, and that wraith is just sitting there. If I were to charge the wraith right now, I'd get nailed. Believe me, that's happened to me before. What I want to do... Okay, good, it's firing at me. That means it's going to move here momentarily. Let it go ahead and fire over my head. I'll hide here by the bridge. Come on. Move out, dude. This is the point of the mission that takes a lot of patience. Plus, what I got coming up here in a little bit takes even more. Okay, good, he's moving around. That's my cue. Alright, he's looking sideways. And I'm too close for him to fire. Let's go up here and just keep punching the hatch there. And just keep punching it, and that will take the brute out. Alright, that takes care of the wraith. Now I'm going to haul it back down to the hidey hole here by the bridge. Oh, jeez, I thought I bought the farm there, but the wraith number 2 is taking his time coming up. Occasionally, you'll see him come up on their Covenant hogs there. Okay, there's wraith number 2. Oh, he saw me. All right, ease back here a little bit. Let him move around. Crap. Try that again. Nope, he saw me again. Alright. When in doubt, duck and cover. Let's see if I can get a shot on him this time. Nope, missed him. Now there is, I believe, a dead grunt down below me below and behind me, so if I run out of plasma pistol I can go down there and grab his. Alright, let's try again. He's on up there. Okay, I think I got a view on him. Ah, crap. Come on. He wasn't looking at me. That time I got his shields down, his armor off, and that takes care of brute number 2. And we got the same issue with this Wraith as we had with the first one. And actually, I believe Wraith number 3 is just pulled up. Yep, I think I see him in the background there. So actually, that's going to make this run a little bit easier. Notice that he's turning around. All right, he's firing long. He's firing long. He doesn't see me. Okay, he turns sideways. That's my cue. I see what I'm doing here. I got a view on the gunner on Wraith number 3. All right, now I got just the cannons on Wraith number 2 and Wraith number 3, and what I need to do is have Wraith number 2 kind of move sideways here. Again, this takes a lot of patience. There he goes. He's moving. He's sideways. I think it's time to make a charge. All right, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. Notice how he charged right back. He moved right back towards Wraith number 3, and he's actually shielding me from Wraith number 3. The Wraith number 3 is too close to fire. So as soon as I blow him up, I turn around and jump up here on Wraith number 3. Now this time I'm going to pop the hood, take out the brute, and jump right back in and grab the Wraith and take off. And now we're at the final part of the mission. Now what's interesting here, one of my Marine buddies came up on the bridge here with a hog, and that brought one of those Covenant hogs, Covenant scooters, or whatever you want to call them, up behind him, and he started firing at me. I had no idea what was going on. But you can see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to take down this snipe tower. I guess it's a Covenant cycle. Okay, you see the hog coming up? That surprised me with the Covenant guy firing at me, because I wasn't expecting that. Okay, my Marine buddies are going to go charging up there in front. Alright, I think they've just about got the snipe tower taken care of. Now it's a matter of taking out all the brutes that are up here. This takes a little bit of time. Well, they took care of the hog. So I'm just firing up here. Now what will happen is when I drop shields, or I drop the armor on a brute, occasionally the brute will charge me. And I have to be very conscious of that. I don't want him to get too close. But as he charges me, I can just aim down and nail him. I think I got one coming at me now, right here. Okay, yep. Yeah, that time I got him. Okay. Alright, now we just got to clean up the rest of the brutes up here. And again, this takes a while. But the good thing is that I'm doing this from distance. I'm not taking any fire from them. And believe it or not, based on my best estimation here, it's going to take me from this point to the end of the mission about 15 minutes of doing just this. Firing plasma bolts with the Wraith. Most of it down there at the end. Notice on occasion, if I get them on the right side, I can just knock them right off the highway, and I don't have to worry about killing them. Just knock them off the highway. So this is rather boring. And that one that just went flying there, I think what we'll see here in a little while is he actually got stuck on the right side there, but didn't go all the way down. And as I was going by him, I started taking fire, and I was trying to figure out where that was coming from. Okay, like I said, this is pretty boring. But you can see what I'm doing. There goes one flying. Not really sure how many I have. You know, I've actually not run this mission too many times. I spent about most of my time practicing the rush, if you will, up to this point, or up to the point of the 3 race. And I actually only practiced from the 3 race to the end maybe once, twice. Yeah, once to the end before I decided I could go live. Because once I've got the Wraith here, and I learned this in my first and only practice mission at the end, as long as I'm patient, doesn't matter how long it takes, I can finish the mission. Alright, I think that guy right there, I don't know if I dropped his arm. No, he's still going. There we go. Had a little ricochet action there off the barricade. Alright. I think I'm just about done with this area. Yeah, I think I saw some more movement up there. Yeah, there's one more left. Okay, his armor's off, and I knocked him off. Saw him go flying. Now I'm just trying to move this barricade a little bit so I can get by. Kind of do a side step here. Now this is, I believe this is where I started taking a little fire. Maybe a little bit further up. Nope, right about here. I was taking fire. I was trying to figure out where it was coming from. Did you see the guy who's stuck in the tower? Okay. Just never know what's going to happen with these guys. Alright, down to the final area. And, actually, this took probably about, this area right here took me, 12 minutes or so to clear. Now I'm just lobbing plasma bolts into the barricades over the wrecked Pelican there. There is a gun emplacement on the left that I almost forgot about until it started firing at me. There'll be some brutes down here on the left. You see the bubble shield that went up. And actually, I think, you know, although I didn't really see them spawn, but the last set of brutes, which are all real nasty guys, they may be waiting for most of these guys to be killed before they spawn. Either that or they're hiding back by the entrance, by the force field, over on the right side. Okay, again, I'm just lobbing from distance here. Trying to take out as many as I can from distance, or knock their armor off, so they'll go berserk and charge me. That down Pelican, it really caused me some issues. And I see a guy here on the left. Oh, there's that gun emplacement. That plasma turret. Better go ahead and take care of that. I think he just got it. Just a couple more shots to make sure. Okay. And this part is, although still dangerous for me, is boring as heck. This is where patience really comes into play. Maybe those that are better shots than me can clean this area up a little quicker, but this really was a pain in the butt. Again, I'm hanging back, just firing bolts when I see brutes down there somewhere. And I just remembered what the name of those cycles were that the Coveys were using. I think they were brute choppers, or they were Covenant choppers. Anyway, I'll go look that up when I'm at some point here. And there actually was, I did see one speed run where this mission was done in a little bit less than 4 minutes. And the person who did it, I can't recall his name, Pahis or something like that, actually used the chopper instead of going after the 3 race. used a chopper to get up on the highway here, and he used these little hills on the left to get past all the brutes, and got down to the end before all the real nasty brutes could spawn, and that ended the mission. It was as if they were all taken out. I think it was 3 minutes and 56 seconds or something like that. I actually tried that a couple of times, but I could never get the chopper positioned properly on this part of the map to do the speed run. So one of these days I might go back and try it, but after I finish all the missions on Mythic difficulty. Alright. And again, I'm just talking here to fill time because, as you can see, I'm still back here at distance. And we still got about 8 or 9 minutes to go in the run. It looks like I got one of them with their armor off. One of the ones with jetpacks. Alright, took him out. At some point here, I'm starting to clear a path for myself to move up. And that down snipe tower caused me some problems. What I want is the ability to retreat if I have to, and that snipe tower is kind of in the way. And a couple of minutes more into the run, I think what I'm going to do is kind of blast it a couple of times to see if I can knock it off the bridge. This is kind of reminding me of the bit with the Wraith on Oni's Sword Base on Halo Reach, where you're trying to knock the I believe that was a brute general, or a brute or an elite. No, it was a brute. No, it was an elite general off the top of that little building. Okay. No, they didn't have any brutes in Reach. Alright, knocked out his side a little bit. Now I got a little bit better angle down there. And I'm trying to fire underneath the tail section of the downed Pelican. And again, there's some barricades down there in front of the force field down there. And I'm trying to lay down fire right around those barricades because I think there's some certain brutes down there. Oh, that snipe tower is really causing me some problems here. You see, it's getting all entangled up, and again, I want ability to retreat if I have to. So I decided to come back here and blast away on it, and there goes. Okay, that half of it anyway. So now I got a clear line of retreat, and I'm still kind of hanging back here at distance. We've still got about 5 minutes or so to go. It's amazing. I mean, I got up to this point, to the highway with the Wraith, and what, about, I don't know, 10, 11 minutes, and now it's taking me this long, maybe 17, 18 minutes just to clear the rest of the highway here. See, that's the problem with that tail section on that on the Pelican, is that the perfect line of fire I hit during if I want to fire a little bit left, I hit that darn tail section. So I was it's a good thing this is not a live commentary, because I'd have been cussing right about here. I was. Okay, I'm going to drive them over to the right side. I can take them out. But we're getting close here. I'm being extremely careful because there's one brute chieftain or captain or whatever back there with a plasma turret, unhinged plasma turret, thingy, plasma cannon. And I don't want him firing at me. I want him running back and forth, dodging my plasma blasts. And he's the last guy to take out, by the way. There's a couple more back here. And and what they're doing is, the one or two that are left besides the plasma guy, they're kind of hanging out on the left, which means I've got to move up to get them. And I don't want to get in range of that plasma cannon. Because in my one practice run down at this point, I did that and died. So I'm being extremely careful here and extremely frustrated with this darn pelican. There we go. I got a little bit of an angle there. Alright, we're kind of closing in on the end here. I think one of the other brutes there, I think I knocked his armor off and he was getting ready to charge me. God, doggone that pelican. I believe I just got the head guy down there. I can just see the flash of that plasma turret. You can see that flash as he moves around. That's the actual plasma turret plasma cannon he's holding. Yep, you can see it flash as he moves back and forth. The optimal thing would be to get him over on the right and just blast away and pin him. But you can see how he's running around back there. Yeah, I believe I'm down to the final guy here. And actually what flashing I saw was just a reflection of the plasma bolts going by the pelican. But believe me, I could see when I was doing the run, I could see him moving back and forth. Moving back and forth with his plasma turret. That time I saw him jump. I think I just about got him here. We are definitely closing down on the end. And as you can see, a great deal of patience is required at this part of the run to finish off that last... Oh, darn that pelicans. Finish off that last brute. I see him jumping around still. See him there on the left? Just barely make him out. I'm getting a little bold here. It seems to me I'm going to have to move up to take him out. At this point he's still dodging, he's not firing at me. I thought I saw something go flying. Maybe there was one brute besides him left. It's just, I did hit him a number of times with plasma bolts, so I guess it takes a lot to take him out. At least he wasn't firing the turret at me. But now you can see the flash down there. You can see that little silvery thing. That is the plasma cannon that he's holding. And that's why I'm hanging back here. I don't want to charge. I believe... Nope. Just about got him. Alright, knocked him over there on the right. I think that's it. Yep. Okay, that's Tsavo Highway, solo legendary all skulls on, done in a single segment, so it's a mythic run. There's the stats, and I'm going to flip one to the right to show you that there were no deaths. I hope you enjoyed it. Old and Aki signing off. Take care, everybody.